Mm. Hey, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Let me just know who is here in the chat. If you're joining us for the first time, if you're joining us today, today is 1st of April, 2026. Nakwambia miezi inaenda, siku zinaenda kwenda. Hey, like these are really running so fast, eh? So we thank God for another good month. We thank God for everything, absolutely everything, keeping us good. The Iran war has been there, and I know we might have experienced some losses, but we have not really blown account. So God is good. Still we are breathing, still we are here. Samuel Brakan, good afternoon. How are you doing? So let me just know who is here. If you are joining us, make sure that at least leave me a comment below. Let's interact. This I'm doing this for you guys. So I'm just doing my things as I trend, as I make money here. So actually this is going to benefit you. The market is large. This is a very big industry, trillions of money traded every single day. So this is not only um, a small thing. These are big things that we can actually benefit over. So if you're joining us, make sure that at least let's interact down there. It's really going to be interesting. Frida Kwamboka, good afternoon. How are you doing? Welcome. Karibuni sana. Welcome. So we are starting right now. We are starting right now. Also make sure that you like this video. It's really going to be good. If you like, it's really going to be interesting. Make sure that you like. What is happening? Because the market is up. Yesterday I gave you a best signal that you can actually get out there. Like I gave you something so much interesting. For those who have been here, they know I gave you the Nasdaq. I actually hunted you to buy Nasdaq yesterday. This was big. I think you could have actually even taken a loan to buy Nasdaq yesterday. The confidence, 100%. I just decided even to record it. I hunched you from the bottom of my heart to buy Nasdaq. Right now, as we speak, the Nasdaq is so up. That means even if you had used the smallest losses, 0.1, right now you could be having some good amount of money. I think more than $100. So that is really interesting. Yesterday we got a very big signal for gold. So if you missed that, I don't know what I can say, but yesterday was still amazing for the prices of gold. We bought that one. It's still amazing. Both Nasdaq and gold buys were on. Yes, Samuel. Yeah, that was really incredible. Good afternoon. How are you doing, Samuel? That was good, but still we're going to look for other entries, so in case maybe you missed that, then at least you're not going to be left out on what we are going to have tonight. You're not going to be left out. Right now there are a lot of things that are happening. You need to combine fundamentals with the technicals. That is why you need to understand what is happening all over the country, all over the world, so for you now to choose wisely on what is really happening into the market. The reason we bought Nasdaq yesterday is because of what is happening. The war seems to be de-escalating, and if the war is de-escalating and we have the price of the stock market down, then actually that gives us a very nice chance for us now to buy from the market, and that is what we did. And you need to just hold this for at least some, let's say, at the end of this week, Nasdaq might be trading over to almost 25, almost 25. But still, we are waiting to see whether there is going to really like be completely over, because that is still very important things we need to understand as this proceeds. Now let's check on few pairs, then we'll proceed with the rest. First of all, today, remember yesterday we ended the GLT job opening. Tonight we might be having, let's see, this is important. This is important. ADP coming up today. Core retail sales, ICM manufacturing index. That is what we're receiving tonight. I'm not going to explain all of this, like what we expect from this, because in many scenarios I've actually explained, like most of my videos, what are these, what are they, how you can actually predict this, the leading indicators, how you can actually use this to trend. So it's really amazing. So technically we are going to look on what is happening. You all know that I've been trading silver. So for the last entries that I hand silver, that is the silver. I've been trading silver, I've been trading gold as well. So Nasdaq, those are my entries that I hand. Remember also I have hand an account here that was running negative 60,000, and I just decided, let me just hold it. Let's keep holding. Let's keep holding. So I have several accounts here, and that's why I'm just like showing you. So because there are some accounts, I'm a swing trader, so sometimes I can hold even for even 1 month. So you see this account from 50 yesterday is really down, but I have closed some positions yesterday. We closed some positions yesterday. So which one is this? This is a live account. I want to see. So this is today. Do I okay. Yeah, if you look at the balance and what we have, you notice that yesterday we have some increase, we have some profit that we have made around 12,000, from yesterday balance. So that is what we have. I'm still waiting for the positions that have opened here is for the Nasdaq to hit this into 4, then I'm breaking even now, but I still will be the market was moving down. I kept buying. This is also the we also have this silver here. We have also silver this entries that I have here. So I'm still waiting to see if the market is going to touch 80, then I'll be in massive profit for the silver as well, because we'll be touching that one. Then from there we will have to re-strategize again, because we're going to be trading daily and just be withdrawing from this account. It has this amount of money here. Let me show you. It's not a small account as well. I think I normally refer this as a small account, but I know it's not a small account. I have 1 million is not a small account. This account here is what we have, like different. A profile account. I need to finish this. So I promised to give people funded account. So if you're interested in the funded account and you are here, you have joined this live, if you're interested in profile account, let me just say this. So for those who joined our live here, that is actually the advantage of joining us. Send me an email right now. I give you a profile account funded, and you're going to be trending for it. Let me just do that. Allow me to do that right now. Before even we proceed on this. Allow me to do that right now. So what I'm going to do, let me just leave my number down here, 07. I want to give this account to 2 Kenyans, and I have 3 accounts, 2 Kenyans, one outside there, one from other countries. This is my number. Text me now your email. Just send me your email, that's all. Not email, yeah, just send me your email, then I'll just give you the instruction. 965 and it. That's my number. Just contact me right now, your email, then I'm going to give you the millionaire trader. That is my number, that is ending 800. Make sure that you just do right now. I'm going to make sure that you have the profile account maybe by the end of tomorrow. Right now I'm just checking who has sent the email. I'm just waiting. Send me an email right now. Send me your email right now. Send me your email right now via WhatsApp number right now, so that I just give you a profile account free of charge, funded. You don't need to do any challenge. That is specific for people who are here. That is why I'm doing this. So ensure that you do that. We have one Thine Anthony. You have sent I will receive your email, so you're going to be the first person to receive an account by by the end of tomorrow. You have your account. I'm going to ensure that you have your account. My content is up there. That's phone number. Just look at the one that's from the billionaire trend. Let's just look at that. 0796579800. Just make sure that you send me your email right now. 3 people. Just one Kenyan numbers. I need another 254. Then yeah, 2 Kenyans, one from the rest of other countries, maybe Nigeria, UK, other countries. Then we are good to go. I just need this, then I proceed. You're not sending the email right now. I need it. You need to be very quick. I need that. So send me an email right now via my WhatsApp number is up there. So how can I send it again? Let me see. What's the problem? I think I'm not. Yeah, we have 2 numbers. Somewhere Baraka, thank you. 2 numbers. Now I'll put my number with 254. Let me try this. I think my number was not posted. Okay. So I have 3 accounts that I was giving, so I'm going to give people who joined this live. That is what I'm going to do. 254-796578900. So if you are maybe from other countries apart from Kenya, then you can just contact me so that you can have your free account. It's a trending account, live account. 10K. Then you can just make money. You can start making money and just withdraw. That is going to be interesting. So we have 2 people. That's my number right there. So you can just contact me and then you have your account. So what's happening to the market? Welcome. Today is on 1st of April Is today a fool's day? I don't know, but I hope nobody is going to fool me. Yeah. Trump says is pulling US from the NATO. I always receive that all the time. Now, let's go to analysis. This is important. Let's go to what's second now. Let's find good entries. Let's find good entries. Let's find good entries. Let's look for entries. We are done with the account. So we're done with the account. So I'm going to make sure that you get to account after this live. So we are going to do that later, right? Now, we are done with that. So let's see what's happening. We are going to check on the, first of all, we're going to check on the gold, and then we are going to check on the stock indices. That is what we have. That is what we are going to do. At least we can get a signal. Maybe we might be scalping a little bit because we have different accounts here. Is this valid for silver? Yeah, this valid for silver, and I think we might be touching this. But first of all, even before buying, I'm planning to buy because I closed some positions for the silver, but I'm waiting to see this market come into this area here. I might be waiting to see that area there. Let's see. This is a quick one. This is a quick one. Don't worry. This is a quick one. That's a quick one, of course. This one. So in case we touch 73.05, that is going to be buying zone for me, for the silver. That is why I'm going to concentrate on. The market is going to have a problem of moving up. I know we're going to experience some troubles of moving up because yes, the market pumped yesterday because the war seems there's optimism that the war is really going to end. But right now, as we can see, Iran has not really confirmed that, although their president is saying, you know, we are willing to end this in case US reaches out, okay? And a lot of things that are happening. I gave our update on the TikTok. Make sure that you follow me on that. So, but on this, because the market has to really retrace back from this level. Remember, we picked from 69. So if you take this market from 69, or you just take it from 71 all the way to 75, then it means that we need to move at least to this level here, so at least to 73. So we need, this market might be moving to around 73 here before we proceed down. So if you're holding your positions, make sure that you really know what you're doing, know what you are really doing here, because this level here that you're talking about, look at that, this is where we have the 61 mark exactly at 73. That is what I'm talking about. So on the silver, if you are trading silver, and make sure that you serve the broker that you're using. If the amount of losses that you enter actually determines a lot because of the different contract size. If you open 0.01 and does not move like gold, if you're going to lose a lot, make sure that you're very careful on that, because this can wipe all your account out, and that is really very dangerously. All right, so expect the silver to come to this level, which is around 73. This is the region that you're going to buy from, around this area here. So between 73 and 72.9, that is actually 73. So when this market comes to this level, we are going to buy, and we are going to expect this market to move to 76, 77, and those are levels that I'm expecting from this market to start moving up like that. My stop loss will be slightly down like this, let's say even 70, because I'm going to move all the way up. My risk reward ratio is going to be 2, so that is a silver. I'm expecting now this market to come down at least to this level here, come down to this level here, before now we jump up, before now the market buys all the way to the top. that is going to be supported by the structure of the market, how the market is moving, supported by the volume that we have, and also the fundamentals, the news that we are receiving everywhere, that maybe this war is going to be over. Remember, the silver is driven more by the DXY, that is the dollar, that is what is driving this. A lot of things are really, and you need to understand what is driving the dollar now, so that you can now understand this. You need to understand what is driving the dollar index. Then after that, then you understand where is the move for the silver. So it's not just understanding DXY, then you need to understand what is driving DXY. Then you can completely go to trading the silver, gold, and those sort of things. But this is the area that we can be expecting 73. This is now the zone I'm talking about. I'm not going to be buying 73.6. So when you see the market coming down 73.8, 73.6, you don't need to buy from those areas. Just expect at least this market to come to this level before now we bump up, because now at least now the market is shifting, as you can see, and now is trying now to move up, creating high highs right now, apart from 74 that we achieved here twice. But at least you can see even the low lows that we are getting is actually low highs that we are getting here. So this is how the market is moving up, and we are on the uptrend right now. That is a switch that we are getting from the silver. The safe place to buy is from this place here. If you missed the regions that we talked about, if you missed that 67, there was also 67. Remember, we have been holding some position for a very long time, so there was also 67 mark that we've been holding as well. That also is an incredible. So it's a very nice thing to be a swing trader. It's a very nice thing to be a swing trader as well. So let's see what I have here, because I have some positions running. So you can see I have some positions here. That is what we have. I also have those ones. But for the silver, expect this market to come to this level. Then this is going to be the better buy that you can have from this market. Yeah, but just depend with the speed, and I sent make sure that you set an alert for that. So that is 73. So I'm going to set this at 73. You see this alert here. I set this congratulations done 76, because I realized there is a position that I opened, and I said once this market touches 76, I'll be in massive profit. So you need to understand that, and that means you achieved 75, and that means I closed some positions with profit. That was very nice. That was really very incredible. So I'm going to set this as 73.2 with a small bonus of 0.2, and then I just save it. Okay, expiry is almost April 19. Let me extend this 1 month to May 1, right? But I know it's not going to last all that long. Maybe things are going to reverse from that level. That is what we are going to have. So the silver sign, we just wait for the market to cross down here, and then just buy. That is what I'm expecting. Yesterday we ended up swing trading for gold. We bought all the way from downside here. That is what we are expecting to be getting from this market before that. So let me switch to a different broker here. You remember yesterday we were to buy from 44 from this level here, where the market dropped all the way to these areas here. This is the zone that we are talking about. The market dropped all the way to these areas here. Also, this was not yesterday. The yesterday's signal line to this point here, which is 45. It was actually 45.40, where I told you that once you see the market breaking through 45.50, then buy from there. And that was one of the positions. Actually, you see the market went all the way to 29, 45, 29. That means if you started buying from this zone, then profit, massive profit, massive. That is what you could have gotten from this market. So it did amazing what we really got from that market. Still moving up. Let's see whether we can just get a good signal from this market still for those who missed. And for scalping matters, but still I'm only in the position that you see. I have gone here, I have Nasdaq, but small losses here. So 250 from yesterday to today, that's a good amount of money. Yeah, that's some gold, that's some gold cash, that's some gold cash. You remember this pattern that we end around here? This is a pattern that we end, the one that we spotted and saying this is how the market is going to be moving. Yeah, I want to remove all of it so that you can have something new. Look at that, look at this market right here. So let's see whether we can just get maybe a new pattern slowly until we get something better. Let's see what we have. This seems like we are forcing it, but this is the one that was working, this one, but the market has already moved up, like broken it over there up, because this worked. Look at this pattern here, this worked so well. Yeah, you break breaking up, then visiting the trends and then moving up. That is what we got from that market. I think the reaction that we have right now is because of this. That is the reaction that we have right now. And let's see whether we can just get an entry for this. I'm going to mark these areas. This is a zone that market has a possibility of visiting, specifically this one, this area here, which is 46 46 46 46 46. Let me move to a higher time frame. I need to get something right. I need to get a signal for you. I need to get this right for you. I need to get this clearly for you. Look at how the market is recovering from this breakout that we have from 52. Let's see if this market is going to be moving like this. Yeah, that is what we are talking about. This region here matters a lot. This is almost 61% of Fibonacci retracement. That is what we have here. This works. This is going to work here. So be very careful. So one of the zones that you can mark is either this one, but that will be X-rays. That will be high. Another zone is this one. All right, let's see now. We might be getting reversal here. Might be getting, so another zone I consider is this one on daily time frame. Absolutely. So we touched 41. Absolutely. So this market now, we are trading gold right now. This is the same because we are expecting as well to buy when the prices moves down. Right now, this is actually for swing traders. Before you now move to scalping, before you move to the scalping, we need to identify the best areas where you can just have this market moving to. Right now we have achieved this level here. It's almost 50% of this. If you take this market from this level all the way down to 40.97, this is 61% of retracement pullback, and that is really okay. The market can really move down, and this is the area that you expect this market to move to, which is this region that we have here. that are lightened across this zone here, which is located between 45.77 and 4600. So those are the areas that you need to be careful of, which now this can translate to this market moving this way before we move to the top here. That is what we can expect. Now for this kind of the market, do you really have to buy the market moves up, because it can sweep all your losses all the way to this area here? The next thing that you can just do is to wait for this market to come back after pumping from 45 all the way to 47, 46. Then the best zone to buy is this area here. That is the best area that you can actually have to buy from. So my advice for this is just wait for these market prices come to this level here between 45.80 and 4600. This is going to be very good value point for you now to buy from. Then you can target the next landing point is going to be 48.70. 48.70. This you can get it clearly on a lower time frame, like for let's put even 2 hour time frame. You are going to get it clearly here. So this is why we are going to have a landing point here. This market might be landing here now before we proceed to move up. So when we have this area here, then of course I'm going to consider and buy positions. Let me see what else do we have. Yeah, we have so many buyers across this area. It's only that the sellers are trapped around this area here, but this is the zone that I'm talking about. 40,000, 40,000, 32,000. So when this market comes down here, and of course we might be expecting these orders to increase in size, and this is still the area I'm going to focus on. So if you're planning to buy, or maybe you're buying right now, I don't think that is a really nice idea right now, because this market might be moving to these zones that we have here. Can you see that the market is going to move down, like with these levels before now we continue to move up? So expect something to happen to push this market 48, 45, 80, this level that we have here. I don't know how the market is going to do. I don't know what is going to happen to those levels, but that is what is going to happen. Like that is what is supposed to happen. Not only supposed to happen, but that is what will happen in this market before we push up. That has to happen right now. So we are going to move to scalping right now. So I'm going to open another account here. You scalp a little bit, and then we're going to move on. So for gold, the price has already moved up. If you missed yesterday's signal, then of course then just wait for the market to pull back. Then you can just buy from 45.80, from 4600. That is going to be the wisest decision that you can make. You can see silver is 74. Yeah, I'm still waiting to see 73, and that is going to be a buying zone that you're going to have. Nasdaq it's going to keep moving up, so I don't have a stopping zone. Like the Nasdaq will keep moving up. My positions are still this way, but I reduced most of them. So on the Nasdaq, let's preserve yesterday gains for those who just bought from this market. Now we need to find $10, $5 movement in this market is going to be crazy. So I'm preparing myself for this. So let's look for entries. That is scalping that I'm going to have in this market here. I'm going to open, let me just open and share another account here, which is different. So what do we have here? Let's see whether we can just get good entries around this area here. The market is down. Use that. Okay. What we have here, I'm looking for these candles to see whether we can just have any pattern. But this was very nice because how the market was moving here was something else. But once the moment we achieved this, like this one, look at this, the market moved all the way to the top. We got it. This is what like breaking the market, actually creating lower highs. Instead of reversing from this level, market went all the way down, failed to even go back to 47, and now we just got back to this level. So you can see that is what we are really struggling to get this, and that's why you make sure that you have what we discussed here on the highest time frame, swing trading. So make sure that you have that in your end. This is the zone where the market is trending right now. Like anytime it touches this zone here, just going back. So are we going to have this market going to 38? Possibilities. We have so much struggle in this. The market is not for me. It's not bringing what we want. Let's see these candles. So the next target we can have for this market probably around this area here. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, let's see. Let's proceed. What we have here. This is 19. Maybe we're just going to move to 30s. Let's see whether we can just get to 30s. 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. So let me have a small buy position, right there, just few 0.5. Yeah, is that not even going to work? Or maybe the target is going to be up. Let's see. Targeting 30. Let's see whether I can get 30. 30 equals be crazy. 20. What do we have? Okay. If this market reverses and goes back to 13, then that's going to make big closing point, because it might actually break this to one's downside, and what that is what we expect long term on the swing trading 4-hour time frame, 1 daily time frame, 1 hour time frame, market to move back to 46. So in case maybe we get back to this line, but this is going to be our closing point. This is going to be our TP around 30, because once we touch that one, then there's a possibility is good. That's why it's just taking small lot size here, half of entry. There's a half of it, a half of it, a half of it, a half of it, a half of it. Buyers are really struggling to let's see. Buyers are trying to push this market up, but sellers are being absorbed as well. So once you see this market moving like this, look at these negative deltas, these negative. The market is moving up, but it's creating negative delta, but is not moving down. That means that they are being absorbed by the buyers, and that's why now we are buying from this market, expecting from this price here, like the buyers. But the highest price we're going to move with is around 30. That is going to be the highest we can just focus on. I don't think whether you need to focus more than that. Considering that this market is ranging on the top, that means now it's like we are trending on a ranging market that is going to be here. So this as well is going to be a difficult area for market to break. Look at these, all these candles are trying, sellers have trying to break this zone here in like hectic. Look at that. Look at this, look at that, and you see the same thing is happening to this. The same thing is trying to happen to these candles or candle of ours here. Yeah, but once this one is going to close in the next 3 minutes, so in case this closes in the next 3 minutes, it closes, let's say around 22 here, the next candle that is going to open is going to move up, and once we move up, the market is going to move up. Let's say it's 26 moving upwards. That is what we're going to have. Yeah, but fear, so if this market, if the candle is going to close slightly below 20, let's say 17, 18, then the next candle to be opening might be actually be moving down. So let's see in the next 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. For that we need to break that one. We need to break this. We need to break this one. Not yet. Yes. 20, we're in 25, we're in 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25. The highest I'm expecting this is 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. This is the area here. So if this touches this area of 30, it might actually, it's going to move back. So yep. 30, 30, 30, 30. So once we touch this one, we close, and then we open. We can actually open a short there, but it is going to depend on what we are going to have. It's going to depend on what we are going to get on that one. It depends on the look at that. I need this candle to close above this this line here, this candle to close below above this. Even if the next one opens, is going to actually not trend, have to trend above this until you get this zone here. 30 is going to be the mark. $3 to the move. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put this break even once we get back. Once we get back, then we'll still be break even. So my entry was 19. So let me put break even, stop loss at 19. 19. TP, I'm going to place it here, which is 30, exactly 30. Break even, break even, break even. GP 30. So our entry was here. Our entry was here. Okay, so we are going to target 30. We can check on other pairs as we wait for this. I don't know whether we check for let's see another pair here as we wait for another move, a bigger move, big move. What else can we check here? The silver is doing 74,500. Let's see. Is this the perfect opportunity to invest in crypto? Is this a perfect opportunity to invest in cryptocurrency? If I'm going to do that, then I'm going to do Ethereum. Ethereum, the price is really very cheap. 21, this is good. 50% low. Remember, I'm going to hit 4,000, maybe 5,000 before the end of the year. 5,000, we might be getting that one. 5,000. So the market going back, boom, is it going to go back to break even? Because again, seriously, no problem, because already the market was up. So in case maybe it goes back, then we are going to take the okay, break even. So you've seen it's just closed at 19. It's closed at 19. This is now the time you always see after market hitting the not the stop loss. After that, then you definitely see the market moving up and probably all the way to 30. That's the time you see that happening. Sometimes stop loss, stop loss, stop loss, stop loss. Let's see. We have also another area here, which is this zone here. So that was a break even from that market. So still we are moving on. Let's see whether we can just spot another entry for gold. Oh, a probability. There's a probability is going to hit our TP right there after the break even. That is what normally happens in this market. You do that then because we just, so the next area that we can just wait to see is around 12 here. So there's a possibility maybe the market is going to come to this area. So there's no hurry of there's no hurry in this market though. Is this still going to come to this? I don't think so. Let's see. This is far. This is far. Look at that now again. Oh, look at that. Is it really going to hit the TP after King Hearts out? You're going to hit the 30. I'm going to hit the 30. But there's going to be a reaction at 30 as well. So there's going to be a reaction up there. But we can also be focusing on I like $10 so that when you're placing the stop loss, you are going to do with 5. So if we are putting the stop loss, then we put a stop loss of 5, then TP $10. So at least when we are working with $10, move is going. That's why I wanted us this TP to be at least 30. That is 47.30 for that, but we reverse from 27, 47, 27. That was not really bad. We are going to look for another entry. We need at least, we need to get one. We need to get one on the gold. But I don't like the move. I don't like the move. But we almost captured this one. We almost got this one. It's only that we got a confusion here where the market moved like this. And for those who tend chart patterns, you know, of what we call the end and shoulder, this seems like this shoulders here, and then we have just the bottom here. And you remember what happens to the end and shoulder? This is what happens. The market forms like this, end and then shoulder and then kaboom. Okay, so for this market to retrace theirs back, like for example around this area here, which is almost 50%, so there's the likelihood that although this is a smaller section, after doing all this is needed to just recover a little bit of this. So if the pattern is really going to be okay, like let's say comes more 50% of this, which is around this area here, but 60%, but I was expecting at least this area here around this zone here. That's what talking about 50. And then after that level here, then of course you expect kaboom. Okay, kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. Kaboom means kaboom means from this level here we expect a sellout, like from selling from these positions here, you short from this area here all the way down. Okay, That is now the breakout that you can just be expecting from this market, and that is what I was expecting to do. So that's why I was buying from this level here, waiting for this at least 29.30, then we short the market to come all the way back. But still we have not achieved almost 50%. This is 50%. I was expecting slightly 29.30 around this area here, then we move with it because it's going to break this. You see this level here, it has been trading one, come to this level here, another one here, another one here. So the market is absolutely going to be moving back to this level. That is what we might be having from this. That is for the chart patterns, and I know chart patterns most of the time they work. That is what you might be seeing from this market. Let's just wait and see, because doubting Thomas, let's wait and see. Because doubting Thomas is you might be getting that. So I'm going to put this to be in black so that you can see how the market is going. So the price here is going to penetrate through the lowest we have achieved since we got all-time high is absolutely 09. So we are going even to move to 46, like the market might be selling to 46 below 47. I mean almost below 47. So might be getting lower prices here. So you don't that buy at this level and expect the market to move up like just like that. So for this pattern here, because it might be working, I think this is it. This is it. This actually should have been the sniper entry if you could have shot this market from this level on the lowest time frame though. But you need to be careful on what the market could have shown to you. You need to fear that. If we have that one in black, yeah. So I write here. I write break to downside. What happens when the market fails? What happens when the market fails to respect everything that you have written? You really no, it's not all the time. I can write, naweza jipiga kifua, oh that one, and the market fails to do what I'm saying here. But nevertheless, if you're not correct today, it's not going to be correct tomorrow. So, but that's how you need to know. That's not going to work 100%, but I'm very sure that's how the market is going to arrange. So break towards the downside from that level here. So might be expecting boom, see this level here, and boom, it's going to break it after getting this. So let's see what we have. So if we could have shot this market from this place here, that could have been very amazing on this market. So once we get that, then we'll be ending this live. Once we get this market breaking this, one more signal, then one more signal, then one more, just one more, then we'll be good. We might be ending this from there. It's going to be great. Let's see. I'm also waiting to see what might be happening here. A sell right there. A sell right there is really going to be amazing. What? Do you see that? Now we are remaining with the part of breakout. We are remaining with the part of the breakout. This is the now what we have been talking about. We have achieved, I think that's the level. That's the level. That's you see the market reacting and start moving up like this. Because now look at that. We have been waiting for this. Like that's why I was talking about this one. Shorting this market at the top here. We could have shot this from 30 and TP could actually be in this area here. But because of what is happening now, let's wait, because there's a probability, high probability, that you're going to break this area here and the market is going to move all the way down. That is what we have here. So let's wait, because around 13 here, so if you're going to see the market touching through 1347, 1347, 11, expect it to break all the way down. That is really going to be amazing. Yeah, that is what we have. Don't forget with the swing that we talked about of on buy when the market moves down 46. Don't forget with those ones. Once the market you see moving down, ensure that you buy from 4600, right? But for this now, that is what you're waiting to see. This market coming to this level and breaking to moving all the way down. Once we get that one, I think will be good for the day, because then at 8 p.m. again tonight, we're going to be live again for the option trading. Make sure that you join us. Let's wait. I'm just waiting, just like 5 minutes, and then we see how this is going to be like this area here, how things are going to unfold here. The moment of truth is coming up. Is this market going to react and move up again? Because if you're going to touch to 27 again, there's likelihood for this market to continue moving up. But still, I'm optimistic for this. I'm going to have a breakout once and downside. Okay, just 5 minutes, because we have been waiting for it when it was around 24. Let's see. That's a reaction that you wait for this kind. Now, sometimes it's going to trick you, you know, like for example, you see this area here, you keep buying when the market comes to this area here. Those are tricks, and you don't need to fall under those tricks. So I just wait for the breakout here. It's a trick. I don't like that trick. Buying when this level here, I'm not going to buy. Seems to be nice, seems to be moving up, but still not convinced. I'm not really convinced that we are going to move. I'm not convinced yet. Not convinced. I'm not convinced. Now you understand why we could have taken the TP downside there. That is the reason. That is okay. But I'm still not convinced until we hit those levels. You just subscribed. Thank you so much. That is what you're saying. You just like my channel. Thank you so much, Laura. No, Jesus Christ. Let me just call you Leno. Thank you. You're waiting for decent setup. Yeah, of course we're waiting for that. You can see the market is right now confused, but still I'm waiting for see this market breaking downside this way, and then for swing trading, that means that you need to hold for some hours to see gold resort. We are waiting for 46. That is for swing trading that we've been waiting for. 46. This market is back here again. Are we really going to move? This is the time we are touching this level here decently. Is this the time? Because this time we failed to touch 30. Is this a time now we are moving to it? Let's see. Is this now the moment that now we have touched, yeah, confidently that we have touched 30? Now we can move down. Let's wait and see. Okay, we have touched 29.43. That was incredible. That was good. Now, are we really going to move back? Because I want to see. I'm very curious about this. I'm very curious about this. That's why I'm observing this until I see the result. That is when I'm going to end this live. Until I see the result for this. Until I see if the market is really going to move. Is it even going to respect me, or is it going to respect this? Yeah. That is what I'm expecting, man. But at least now we have touched this region. Remember, that is our goal. The market and not really touch this wall. So this should be it. This should be it. So once we see the market touching again 16, 19, 18, that is going to be it, man. Patience is the key here. Today we don't have like massive entries like yesterday. Yesterday we had many entries for the gold, but still patience pays. Whether it is swing trading, whether it is scalping, then you need to be patient. So we just need to wait for that. If it's going to break down that side, of course we'll have a valid reason to end life, and we are going to say success, like we have made it. We are like, it has happened. It has happened. So we need to break down. We need to break down. We need to move down. Come on, we need to move down. We need to move slightly below 12, maybe even below 47, 12, that 47, 16, 47, 05, 08. Once we touch 08, of course it will be very valid. It will be good. It will be good. It will be better. But once we touch above 38, once we move to 38, then our setup, this setup is going to be valid for now until maybe tomorrow again we find another entry. But still, don't forget, the market still is on our range for the swing trading. So if you see 45, 80s, then of course make sure that you buy, unless maybe there is a breaking news that is happening. Of course, you know, Trump can just tweet and you're going to see him on the Truth Social. Right now the White House has their app. Maybe you can just download. Actually, just make sure to download that app, the White House. If you more consider the Trump, you know, sometimes these days Trump is actually on the high impact news. So you need the White House. You need the White House app on your phone. Make sure that you have it. It's on App Store, Play Store, I think so. So you can just download it free. Then you just be looking for all updates. More, especially this time that a lot of the market is experiencing a lot of uncertainty. This is the moment you need to stay on that. Yep. So I'm still waiting for that. I'm looking for silver. It's just feeling to still at 74, still up. US oil is back. That means the crude oil, US crude oil is back to US crude oil is back to 100, and I mean that maybe this time this the Brent oil is back to 116, 100 and 107 or maybe 110. Be checking that one. For those who have been holding Nasdaq, it has been incredible. Carlos is here. Let's like the live. Thank you so much. Carlos was holding the. I think you were holding Gond yesterday. You end up perfect entry. You bought perfectly. You end. I think all the way to 46 from 45. That was really incredible, man. Hey, that was very nice. That was very nice from yesterday. Like that was really very amazing. That was really amazing. So we are still waiting to see the market is going to break down towards the downside. Don't mind the entry that I have right there. That is something else. That is something else. That is just something else there. That is something else. That is something else. But still we're waiting to see them break out towards the downside. I'm still waiting to see the market moving 4708. 4708, then that setup will be very valid. But in case we move past 38, that as well will be something else as well. But look at this level here. This level is something else here. We are getting higher demand for this market around this area. I don't think we have enough reason for the gold to keep moving up at this level. I don't think so. I don't think so. The war is not over. The inflation have DXY, although it is at 99,500, moved slightly by some few pips down. I don't think we have enough reason for this to keep down. The other day, the chairman of that is a Paul was speaking, and he's not. You don't want to talk about the war that is going on and how it's affecting the prices of oil. But it's still on the other side of tariffs, inflation. But there's a high risk for the inflation to come up, and the hike has to happen maybe twice this year. Maybe twice this year before 2027. 4730 off. I think now they set up. Now we're going to it's going to not be invalid now, because if you look at this, is this what now where we were to short this market? But let's see, this is the area here. You see, when we were buying from this market, we're expecting it to come to this level, and then we short from this level here all the way down. But it seems like the market, look at that, it looks like it's just ranging, but I'm expecting this level here. So I'm going to move to the other account, and I'm going to short. I'm going to have a short. Make sure that you have this set up on your PC, on your phone. Let's see, I need you to write this break towards downside, and that is going to be 40. But once you see 4708, you just know that the market is respecting our levels. That's all you need. That's all you need. But we don't need to move past this. Let's say 46. We don't need to touch 50. Like this should be it. That's is it. Before this market actually breaks this 50, 52, 53, it's just to break this ones downside. Like we need levels. We need 46, 90, 46. Those levels right there. I shot it at 32. I already saying that 32. So I'm going maybe to close it just more. So if I can just scalp and make $200 and maybe 150, that is enough. That is enough. If I can just make 22, if I just like we swing, we scalp like this one, 25, 30, 50, around 150 there. So I'm going to close 25 here, but make sure at least we observe still that one. So if you can make 25, 50 many times, if you can actually even make from scalping just $100 per day, that's a lot of money. That's $2,000 a month. That's $2,000 a month. And most of our setup, I think, has been almost like 90% accurate. 90% accurate for this. 90%. So this market is going to be ranging from these levels here. That is how the movement has actually been. But the next, so this market is not going to ignore this. You see these levels, it's not going to ignore this level here. It's not going to ignore this level here, specifically this. So around this area here. So if you see this market touching around 40, let's say 41, 40, you are going to see the market actually, even if it's just one candle that is going to touch all the way to 42. As a scalper, then you jump in, sell, then $5 you are out. Then 42 it goes back to 35, then you are out. That is what we do here. Scalping, very easy, very quick. Very easy. That's one remains. Let's just remain like that. Make sure that you have that setup on your PC. Don't forget the one that we analyzed for buying on the same on 46, 45, 80. So once this market moves back to 45.80, make sure you buy from that level. No difference at all. No difference at all. Anyway, that's what we have. That is what we have. Let's see now what might be happening to other currencies, and then we just move on. That is just gone. You keep it just like that. This has to be broken. Break this maybe towards the end of the day. Be checking on that one. Don't forget we have some impact news tonight. Check on that. If you missed to buy Nasdaq yesterday, because I was urging you to buy Nasdaq, I don't know how many bought Nasdaq from 23 150. 23,150. You did not buy the Nasdaq at 23.50, and the way I was actually nilinyenyekea sana, like na nikamwambia hadi muombe loan mnunue Nasdaq like from 23,150. Right now you could have made some quite good amount of money. Right now you could have made some quite good amount of money from Nasdaq. But ona sasa, you maybe you have failed that one. I don't know what I can do now, because I don't know. So this account I'm still waiting for it to break even, then we just close all this trade. Carlos, you bought Nasdaq? Yeah, it was actually 23,190 before we get the market, boom, moving all the way to the top. That was crazy. So I'm waiting for these prices here. This is Nasdaq still, because we have been holding this for a while. So once we get to zero, I'm going to break even this. That's why I don't even have a stop loss. Then I'm just going to close this account. This is one of it. Remember also, for someone asking me to announce those who want the account, I think I just announced that one. So I'm going to give out those accounts to 3 people. So if you're not going to, if those who sent email are going to be Kenyans, or if you come from Japan, Kenyan emails, of course, mtawatumia. So but I'm going to give you instruction, because obviously you just need to have account, okay? So maybe by tomorrow, kama provider atakuwa available, I'll send by tomorrow, right? But this week, expect. So once umepata hiyo account ya 10k, see a challenge. It's not a challenge account. You just need to start trading and start making money from it. Make sure that you read the rules so well. Read the rules, my friend. Read the rules. Once you read the rules, of course, it's going to help you. It's going to help you. Yeah, that was yesterday. Yeah, bought Nasdaq. So if you missed yesterday, even gold, actually we end up very perfect entry on gold if you just miss it. So that is what I have. I think you are maybe you might be late, because I sent the number when you are starting the live. So make sure that you join us tomorrow again. Yeah, there are so many goodies. We have so many goodies here. So you'll be joining us every time. So I'm waiting this account to go to zero, like not negative 27,000. This is in Kenya shillings though. These are, I have 3 accounts. I have 4. Actually, I have 4 accounts. I have a shillings account. This is a shillings account. This is a shillings account. I'm waiting for it. Actually, we're going to utilize this more for scalping. Yes, for scalping, so that at least we can make, let's say, even 10k, 10k, 15k, let's say from 5 to 10k for every session that we be having for scalping. Then we just withdraw together, right? We have money, we withdraw together, just like that. Or maybe we take it 1 million, but I don't like doing that. We make money, we leave some, then we just withdraw. Either making 10,000, withdraw 7,000, and then you leave the 3k for the next day. This is one of it. I have the Profam account and I have the dollar account. So those are the ones that you'll be using. So that is one. So when you see me doing a lot of things on this side, that is what we are doing. That is what we have. Okay. So those who sent email, I already noticed them. So I'm going to try. Let me just go and try and send you the account before tomorrow. So tomorrow again we are here for a 12. Today we are not. Unajua kuna msemo unasemanga siku zote si Christmas. So siku zote si Christmas. So not all the day that we're going to spot better or maybe perfect entries like yesterday. Maybe tomorrow is going to be mighty. Tomorrow is going to be fire. So make sure that you are here by 12 noon, lunchtime. 12 noon is perfect hour. So we'll be here again. Frida, what are you saying? Let me see. How much do you deposit shillings? How much do you deposit for shillings account? I don't know how much. how much you can deposit for shillings account, because we will not be using the same lot size. We might not be using the same lot size, which is the account. So shillings account means that I'm depositing the money I'm trading in shillings account. That is what it means. So for example, how much you deposit, it's not of must you deposit like a lot of money. Like for my account here, I just deposited around 400,000. This is 400,000 here. 400,000 right now. It went all the way to 57,000 the other day, but now we are in these losses of 26,000 Kenya shillings. So we are trying to take it to 500,000. So you can just deposit maybe half of this, let's say even 40,000, and then you're going utaanza kucheza na lot size. You just play with the lot size. If I'm using 0.1, if I'm going to use 0.1, you can use 0.01, okay, a half of that. Yeah, that's a good starting point. Okay, so I'll see you again tomorrow. Have your account ready. We are going to do this in a very crazy way. So this is a business, this is a business. So when you see me sitting here, I'm doing business. When I see you watching this, I know you are sitting and we are doing a business. All right, that you are making money. That is the goal. All right, I'll see you again tomorrow. Then this level here, mark it on your PC right now, because 38, 42, I mean 42, 41, 42. So once you see these prices approaching 42, make sure that you short a market right there and please focus $5 move, because it's going to happen. So around here, then short at least to 35. You're going to be getting that trade. That is going to be easy money right there. That is going to be easy money. So I'll see you again tomorrow, noon hours. Thank you so much for this, and I will see you again tomorrow. If you have not subscribed, make sure that you subscribe, join, subscribe, turn on notification bell. You'll be notified anytime we are live here. 8 p.m. we're trading options. 8 p.m. I'm trading option. I have another account for optional trading, so I'm going to raise it as well up. Wow, so I need to relax right now. Bye. Thank you so much for watching.